Hello, welcome again. We are covering Geography of Class 9 from NCERT book under Contemporary India 1 for Civil Services and CDS exam. So the chapter we are covering is population. The next topic is population growth and processes of population change. So this is the theoretical part and I will just read it out. There is nothing to explain. So first point is population is a dynamic phenomena. The number, distribution and composition of population are constantly changing. This is the influence of the interaction of three processes, namely birth, death and migration. And under this the subtopic is population growth. And first point is the growth of population refers to the change in the number of inhabitants of a country or territory during a specific period of time, say during the last 10 years. Next point, such a change can be expressed in two ways, in terms of absolute numbers and in terms of percentage change per year. Next point, the absolute numbers added each year or decade is the magnitude of increase. It is obtained by simply subtracting the earlier population, for example that of 2001, from the later population, for example that is of 2011. It is referred to as absolute increase. Next point, the rate or the pace of population increase in the other is the other important aspect. It is studied in percent per annum. For example, a rate of increase of 2% per annum means that in a given year there was an increase of 2% for every 100% in the base population. This is referred to as annual growth rate. Next point, India's population has been steadily increasing from 361 million in 1951 to 1210 million in 2011. Next point, the annual rate of population growth was steadily increasing. There was a rapid increase in population from 361 million to 951 sorry in 951 to 683 million in 1981. So here annual rate of growth of population is discussed. So that has been increased from 361 million in 1951 to 683 billion in 1981. So this is the data given or the table given. In year 1951 the population of India was 361 million and absolute increase from the last 10 years or decade is 42.43 million and annual growth rate was 1.25. And from 1951 to 1961 the total population was the increase in population was 78.15 and 1961 the population was 439.2 and annual growth rate was 1.96. In 1971 total population was 548.2, absolute increase in decade 108.92 and growth rate was 2.20. In 1981 it was 683.3 total population, absolute increase 135.17 million and percentage increase 2.2. And in 1991 the total population was 846.4 and absolute increase was 163.07 and percentage increase is 2.16. And in 2001 the total population was 1028.7 and absolute increase was 182.32 and percentage increase was 1.97. In 2011, total population was 1210.6, and total increase in decade was 181.46, and percentage increase in population is 1.64. So from this data we can analyze the data, and from the data the first point we will come across is, since 1981, however, the rate of growth started declining. So here we can see the rate of growth started declining gradually. During this period, birth rate declined rapidly. Still, 182 million people were added to the total population. In 1990s alone, an annual addition larger than ever before. So here we can see that uh, annual increase was 2.22 in 1981, but here 2.16. Still 182 million people were added. So this was more than ever before. So next point is, it is essential to realize that India has a very large population. When a low annual rate is applied to a very large population, it yields a large absolute increase. When more than a billion people increase, even at a lower rate, the total number of being added becomes very large. Next is, India's annual increase in population is large enough to neutralize the effect to conserve the resources, endowment and environment. The next one is, the declining trend of the growth rate is indeed a positive indicator of the efforts of birth control. So here we can see that there is decline in increase in population. So that is due to uh, that is the positive indicator of efforts of the birth control. Despite that, the total additions of population base continue to grow, and India has overtaken China in 2023 to become the most populous country in the world. So this is about population growth. So in next video we'll study it further.